start with, I want all of us to close our eyes. I want us to do a little exercise. So please close your eyes. Please close your eyes, please. So I want all of you to imagine that today was your birthday, not just any other day, but your birthday. So in this imagination, today is your birthday. You wake up, you go to meet your parents and you tell them, Mom and Daddy, today is my birthday. And today they don't tell you any other thing. They just tell you, yes, we know. We've brought a lot of gift for you. And they give every gift you could have ever wanted. I don't know you personally, but I'm going to assume your gift will range from something like new clothes, maybe an iPhone 13, a MacBook, just stuff like that. You've asked them for it over the year, and they give you. So please stay with me. They give you, and after they give you some extra money, and they're like, "You've been a good boy, you've been a good girl. Go outside and enjoy yourself." So in this imagination, you go outside, you go to Palms or you go to Ventura or anywhere that is happening in Ibadan, and you actually go out. You take a lot of pictures. You take some bomb pictures. I mean, the best pictures you've taken in your entire life. You take them, and in this imagination, if I am right, you upload some of those photos on the internet. If I am right, because that is what I would do. You upload some of those photos. So now this imagination is a little bit unrealistic now, but stay with me. You leave your phone for 24 hours. You don't touch your phone for 24 hours. Maybe you are stressed, maybe you went out, you just ignore your phone for 24 hours. So at the end of these 24 hours, you take your phone back. And at this point, I would be assuming that you'll be thinking, I have a lot of messages to reply. Yesterday was my birthday. I didn't reply any message. I posted a lot of pictures. I posted pictures of my gifts. I used a new iPhone. I used an iPhone 13 to take these pictures. Everybody wants to talk to me about it. But then when you open your phone, you see zero messages. You see nothing. If I were you at this point, I will assume my phone is hanging or my data is not on. Please. Because that's what I would do. So let's assume you're me and you just went to go and check that obviously I didn't upload the photos. But you actually check the engagement and you saw that everybody you know saw these photos. Nobody just responded. You don't even get even one happy birthday message. Everybody ghosted you. What would you do? Please open your eyes and just think of how that would make you feel. I would feel terrible. I would feel heartbroken. I might quit social media forever. I would be very sad. I would look like that girl in the photo for like 3 days. I would feel so bad. And I know some people might tell you that it feels that you don't need to pay attention to social media. That why do you care what other people think? But me, I would actually say that it is normal to seek attention. It is normal to want attention from people, especially when you're celebrating something good. It is normal. It is an inherently human trait. Don't think that it's just because you're a teenager, just because you're a young adult. Because even babies seek attention. If you have a younger sister or younger brother, you'd notice that if no one is paying them attention, they start crying. It is normal as anything else. It is normal as anything else to seek attention. And also, it's not just a human trait, but it has also been linked that it has also been actually shown that research has shown that human beings without social connection are more susceptible to not only mental diseases like depression and anxiety, but they are susceptible to physical illnesses. You can get high blood pressure, heart diseases, Alzheimer's disease, just because you don't have a social connection, just because you are suffering from loneliness. So it is nothing to feel ashamed of. A lot of people portray seeking attention as a bad thing, but I want you to understand that it is normal. So now I also want to talk to you about something else, the trend of seeking attention on social media. Seeking attention, let's just skip that. So I was a teenager when social media came into play. When I was 10, 11, we didn't know anything about social media. I was not 18. But then when I was about 12, Facebook came. And then to go, and then WhatsApp Messenger, and then BBM. Some of these apps are not even existing anymore. By that time, when we got social media, it was basic. You just knew the people in school and you just messaged them. Very random conversations. Maybe you wanted to talk to them about something. We rarely posted pictures. We rarely used it for businesses or for entertainment. It was just mainly to talk to people. But now, 10 years down the line, everything about social media has changed. You can use social media for anything. You can use to promote your business. You can get all the news in the world on Twitter right now. You don't even need to consult a newspaper. Everything you need is on your phone. You can run a business from your phone. I'm a freelancer. I work on my phone. I do not need anything else. But actually, why this is a good thing? Because why this is a good thing? Why this is a good thing? Because not only can you do a lot of things with social media, you can also do other things that other generations have not done. Before, as a teenager, if you were a lonely teenager, if you're a teenager that looked around you and said, I don't really understand people, no one really understands me, all you did was probably just, in my time, you probably just read a book or go to sleep or something. But now you can just go on Twitter, you can find an hashtag, and you will see someone that relates to you completely, that understands you. And you just be like, well, this person is in Germany, this person is half a world away, but this person knows exactly what I'm thinking. Because it has happened to me many times that I was thinking a thought that I had not really formulated. I went on Twitter and I saw someone that wrote a tweet that said everything I was thinking. But then there are also other things, because nowadays it's not just about relatable tweets. It's also about the fact that people can now use social media to fill a void. If you feel you are friendless, if you feel you are lonely, if you feel misunderstood, you can just go on the internet and you find your own community of people that understand you, that you just feel like they are sitting in your head. And this is a good thing. It's a good thing in some way, but how is it a bad thing? Let's talk about how people handle conflicts nowadays, especially because of social media. If you're on social media, which I think you just proved that you are, and you have ever had a reason to talk about anything related to maybe BB Ninja or football, you notice that it's going to be very hard for you to actually say your thoughts without, especially if your thoughts are not the majority thoughts, without getting dragged. Let's assume we all watch the show and maybe everybody's favorite character is this person. If you actually hate the character, it would be very difficult for you to actually go online and say it. And if someone were to say otherwise, and you guys got into an argument, it is possible that the argument will result in death threats, insults, a lot of things. For example, that is a death threat over a very random conversation, and the person wanted to rape and murder the second person because they did not agree with it. A lot of social media conflicts escalate to very, very terrible things because people do not understand how to disagree. And why would you? If you form a community of people that agree with you on every single topic, you do not need to listen to another person's point of view, because you will feel like, I understand and I agree with myself. I have this community of people that agree with me. Why do I need other people's opinions? So, and now, but actually, this is not even one of the reasons I do not like social media as much. Let's talk about the main problem I have with social media, which the MC just addressed, that the internet is very addictive. It is very, very addictive. Have you ever posted a picture online and you saw maybe your friend had like maybe 1,000 views, and then you saw your own and you also like 0 likes or 11 likes? I feel like at that point it will be human, or it will be normal to wonder, what is wrong with me? Why am I not getting likes? I'm even finer than her. What what does she have that I don't? And why you might feel bad for thinking that, again, envy is also another normal human emotions. It is normal to sometimes compare people. The problem is not when you compare people, but when you get desperate for that attention. I don't think, as I said, that attention is a bad thing, or wanting attention makes you a bad person. Because let me tell you something. Every time you get that attention you are looking for, that like, your brain releases a substance, a neurotransmitter called dopamine. There are a lot of neurotransmitters in the body, but this dopamine actually regulates happiness. People suffering from depression do not have the dopamine neurotransmitter, and the thing is that dopamine is addictive. Just imagine you get like A1 in your report card. As a child, at least your first reaction will be, let me go and show mommy and daddy. If they praise you, you'll be thinking of how you can do that same thing next month and the next term. Because again, it is very, very is a very, very addictive substance. You want to be validated. You want that burst of dopamine when you do something and when you are congratulated for it. So again, it is not a bad thing. But how far would you go? For example, this particular girl, a few months ago, she posted on Nigerian Twitter that she was kidnapped and raped, and she kept the address. And she did not. Maybe she just wanted the attention, but she did not. She did not know that people would take it so seriously, because a lot of people just went in their cars and they went to their house. They were really serious. They went to go and knock on the door. They were very angry. They called police. Then she came out and said it was a prank. That it was funny to her, and everybody was angry. That why would you post that? But this is how people seek for attention. It is really this bad nowadays. People will do anything for attention. I don't know if some of you know this guy, Simon Levy. He's actually he's also known as the Tinder swindler. He defrauded women of over $8 million because he told them that he was the son of a billionaire. That is the thing, because attention gives you that the thing attention on social media, or living a good life on social media, gives you even more attention in such a way that you can make money and not and even get away with it sometimes. Let's talk a little bit about another demerits. Now, this I know you must have heard about peer pressure, because it is a big deal in secondary schools. In peer pressure, there are situations, especially as a teenager, that I'm sure that some people have forced you or told you to do something, and you didn't really want to do it, but they keep pressuring you, and you're just like, you just want, I don't really care. Let me just do it. Because I have fallen victim of that. Even second university school students fall victim of that. But now now think for a moment of how this peer pressure would be when it's magnified on a larger scale. As I say, you go on the internet sometimes to find a community of people that understand you. And even if you might not know, some of these groups on the internet operate on a cult-like mentality. I'm going to give an example now. I know a lot of people don't use Reddit in Nigeria, but a few days ago I downloaded Reddit. It's one app. It's basically where anonymous people that believe in the same thing come along and talk about that thing. So I fell into this group of people that believe that they were people forever destined to be alone, meaning they don't think they will ever have romantic relationships because they think they are too ugly to ever get boyfriends or girlfriends. So I started reading and I realized something. All of them will say, I'm too ugly. I hate my friends. I don't know why boys don't like me. I don't know why girls don't like me. But one interesting thing I noticed is that when someone came to say, no, maybe you're not doing, maybe you're just not doing enough. Maybe you could live your life like this. Maybe you should not think like that. They get booted off. They get insulted. That how dare you tell me what I don't know? You might have entered that subreddit if you actually, I hope nobody like that thinks like that you're going to be forever alone. But if you ever enter that subreddit with that mentality, that kind of cult like group can make you have some feelings, or make your thoughts shift from time to time, and you would not even know until you go too far. You might have entered the subreddit because of maybe your boyfriend broke up with you, or your girlfriend broke up with you, and before long you start thinking that you're actually destined to be alone. Social media has been linked to depression. It has been linked to depression in such a way that people that use social media more are more likely to get depressed. And depression is an illness where you just suffer from, as I said, low burst of dopamine, and you just feel hopelessness and sadness all the time. And to cure depression, the first point of contact for a lot of psychiatrists, for a lot of psychiatric hospitals, is to remove the patient from social media, is to take their phones. And this will not happen if they did not know that social media has a huge impact on our mental health. There's this app called LinkedIn that is basically Facebook, but it's just for career oriented people. You go there to improve your network, to connect with people that have done what you want to do and you want to achieve. Just yesterday, I saw a tweet from my senior saying she had to delete LinkedIn because she was frustrated. And even I deleted LinkedIn because I was frustrated. A lot of my mates, a lot of my friends say that they deleted LinkedIn. Because again, a lot of people will just keep telling you that they are successful at this. And again, 80% of the posts are probably just lies. But it will not seem that way to you because you will still feel this overwhelming pressure to achieve. And sometimes when you want to achieve things, you will not even achieve things for yourself. You just achieve things because you don't want to be left behind when other people are achieving a lot of things. Sometimes when we achieve something, the first instinct we get is let me post this. Not even let me even enjoy the fact that I've come this far. Let me tell my parents. It's just let me quickly post this. That is the mentality a lot of people, even people my age, have. So now I've spoken about the deleterious effect on social media. Now, how can you use social media in such a way that it does not pose a significant harm to you? The answer is simple. The real problem with social media is when you seek validation from it. Whether you are lonely or you just want to advertise your life in a way that will benefit you. Once you start seeking validation, once you want people to be happy for you on social media, it actually affects your psyche, and very soon you start falling down that pit hole of people that want to do anything for attention. So the answer is very simple: seek that validation not from random strangers on social media, seek it from the people around you. I know that sometimes you be like your friends do not agree with everything you say, so they might not really be your friends. But I promise you, it is a lie. There are no two human beings that agree on every single thing. Build your friends from a physical network of people you can see. Seek validation from them first. Seek validation. I fell into this trap before, and I had to pull back from social media, and I had to start seeking validation from people around me. Build people that we actually see you struggle to get to where you are, that will actually celebrate your success, not just one random user on Twitter that would see that will just see the finished product and just clap for you. You want people that you can actually depend on when you are sad and when you are happy, because on social media you don't really post when you are sad. Who cares about that? All you want to post about is when you're happy. Build that network of people that will actually see you when you are happy or when you are sad, and they will help you. And also build that network within yourself. Try to seek that validation from yourself, because again, I speak of how social media tends to make us want to do more things. In my opinion, it is always best to have one plan that you will stick to. Give yourself that plan. This is what I want to do. It does not matter if other people, even in your class, are already having like millions of dollars by the time they are 18. Be accountable to yourself. Push out the goals you want to make you want to achieve by yourself, and hold yourself true to that. Do not look at social media. Do not think of what people are doing, because remember, a lot of people, they are fake. And I promise you with that, you have good social media experience. Thank you.